BECU. You've heard the name, seen the letters. But what does BECU stand for? Simply put, not-for-profit BECU stands for people. For charting your own path. For choosing what's right for members instead of what's profitable for someone else. Because they are the reason our credit union exists. So we do everything in our power to help them reach their financial goals. BECU. Power in people. All Pacific Northwest residents are eligible to join. Federally insured by NCUA.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. Thanks for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast. Want more? Check out the greatest podcast in all the land, The Podcast. Be sure to subscribe and listen to a brand new episode every Tuesday night.
Part of a minute to drinking time.
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the Men's Room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Drink time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink test. Can't see but throw hell to find out who we're toasting.
Yeah, indeed. Today we toast an unidentified man from Zhengzhou, China. Now, we don't know the age of his son, but his son is school-aged, and apparently that school-aged kid, well, he struggles with math. Not an unusual thing, but the problem is his average test scores range between a 40 and a 50, right? Out of 100%, he's getting a 40 to a 50, and Dad wasn't having it. But instead of berating his kids about it, Dad tutored his kid every day until midnight for a year. Think about that. He looks at his kid's test and says, I'm going to help you. So every day until midnight for 1 year. And that is what we call commitment, right? That is, it's the kind of thing that most parents should step up and do. Now, anyway, last week, his son, he took his math finals, and the effects of his father's tutoring were made clear. Now, where before the kid would score maybe 50% for his math finals, after a year of tutoring with his dad, he managed to score a 6.
What?
Oh. What? 6 out of 100. He got a 6% on his finals test. So they have the thing on video because Dad expected a much different outcome. So in the video, Dad burst into tears.
Oh, my God.
But you can hear the mom laughing in the background. So there you go.
That's not the kid's fault.
No. It is not, man.
No.
Yeah, he went from getting 50%, which is not good, to 6% after being tutored every day for a year. That's why when my kids ask me math, I'm like, Google it, homie, because I'm just going to make this worse for you. So we pour this booze, and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy!
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies. Down the hola bichola!
The Men's Room presents Profile This.
Hey, Stephen Throwhill, could you please tell everyone how Profile This is played?
Sure as hell can, Miles. It's a simple game where we share with you a real-life news story. Something that happened right here on planet Earth. Earth. And as you listen to the story, based on the stereotypes you believe to be true of people and the decisions that people make, we'll ask you what it is you think makes a story a story. Hello, Aaron. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Hola.
Hola. All right, Aaron, you understand how this here game is played?
Yeah, I think I got it down.
Fantastic. You have your choice of one of 3 stories. We have the wonderful world of drugs. We have bite me. In other words, what did someone find in their food? And finally, interior decorating, where you got the foreign object that ended up on the inside of someone.
Let's go with bite me today.
Bite me.
Just eat it. Get yourself an egg and beef.
Weird Al Yankovic coming to town here.
I know. I was thinking about this yesterday.
Oh, he did? He just the North Theater? We missed
Yeah.
it? Damn it.
Okay, because last night I'm thinking to myself,
hey,
I know it's coming soon. You know what? I should get tickets and go. No, I won't do that.
No, you missed him.
Okay. All right, Aaron, in this case, as I research stories for Bite Me, I've discovered that a lot of the same items contaminate various foods. That includes condoms, roaches, Band-Aids, and as I always say, a shockingly high number of severed fingers. It's unbelievable. But today, I want you to tell me which one of the following a human tooth was not found. Again, a human tooth. It was found in 3 out of 4 of these. Was it not found in a block of cheese? Was a human tooth not found in a candy bar? Was it not found in a bag of popcorn? Or was it not found in Chinese takeout? So a block of cheese, a candy bar, a bag of popcorn, and Chinese takeout. Which one of these was a human tooth not found in?
Ted, what do you think?
Man, I don't know. That's a tough one.
How do you lose a tooth and not realize that you lost your tooth? I can say the same thing with severed fingers, for Christ's sake, but yes, cheese, candy bar, popcorn, or Chinese takeout.
I think I might.
I feel like they're all pretty equal.
They are. I might be overthinking it or outthinking myself. But I think takeout food seems like the easiest one you think it would be in. So I think that's it. It wasn't in there.
Yes, correct. The one food item where a tooth was not found.
Correct. So that's what I'm saying. Chinese, it seems like takeout would be the obvious one. A tooth fell out of somebody's mouth in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Saying it seems so obvious that I think it wasn't in there.
Okay.
Whereas somebody leaning over a vat of stuff, I don't know what you call it before it turns into cheese.
Curbs, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what I mean? I've seen it down at Beechers. It could fall into there.
That's how I know.
You could easily see a tooth getting lost in a factory, ended up in your candy bar. And then popcorn. I mean, look, popcorn and teeth don't have a great relationship.
No.
That's a good point. I think I'm going to go with popcorn because of that.
I'm going to go with popcorn, too. Just simply because Ted knows a lot of people in the popcorn industry in there.
More than most of us know, to be fair.
But they all have their teeth.
They're TV people.
Yes, they do.
So, Ted, what is your final answer on this one?
The takeout food, Chinese takeout.
Chinese takeout. Okay.
It's clean. Eat it.
All right. So me and Aaron are going to go popcorn. We're going to find out which item of food did not have a human tooth in it. Block of cheese, candy bar, bag of popcorn, or Chinese takeout next.
That was a tease.
Save hundreds off in-stock appliances during Judd & Black's President's Day sale, going on now through the 22nd. Stack your savings with discounts, rebates, and an extra year of warranty free on select laundry pairs, plus 0% financing for 18 months. The Judd & Black difference is clear. Our team of appliance experts will help you find what's best for your home, lifestyle, and budget. Save now on top name brands like Whirlpool, GE Profile, Cafe, and Decor. Judd & Black, your hometown appliance store. Online at juddblack.com.
99.9 KISW. We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
All right, your categories by me on profile list. All kinds of things have been found in food. A pretty common group of things. It makes sense. Band-Aids.
Human fingers, man.
Sure. And teeth included. So today, it's just basically which item of food did they not find a human tooth in?
Sad but true.
Question is, was it a block of cheese, a candy bar, a bag of popcorn, or Chinese takeout?
And everyone put in their guesses. The Ted Smith said Chinese takeout. Miles, you and Aaron, you agreed that it was, in fact, a bag
of popcorn.
Ted's people. Well, in 2014, a British woman, she bit off more than she could chew when she found a human tooth in a block of cheese that she'd bought at a grocery store. Quote, this was extremely disturbing. Even more so, I'd just been to the dentist myself the day before. The chain promised to investigate. A woman in Texas, she'll never forget that candy bars are bad for your teeth. In 2010, she bit into a Milky Way and found a human tooth in her mouth that did not belong to her. And a couple in the United Kingdom, they claim they found what might be one of the worst things that someone can find in their Chinese takeout food, a human tooth. Even worse, the restaurant reportedly denied that the item was a tooth, despite the couple's evidence to suggest otherwise. The correct answer, turns out, popcorn.
That's why you should buy Smith family popcorn. No teeth.
No teeth. None in Cobb's either down in the market.
No.
Now toothless.
Always toothless.
Always have been, always will be. Toothless popcorn.
All right, Castle in the house.
Hi.
What are you doing, buddy?
The hell are you on?
I'm just waiting for Mike to turn my microphone on.
Hi, Mike. Hi. What brings you here this lovely hour?
I wanted to let you guys know that rather than just the men's room...
We're building it up.
Oh, sorry.
Typically, you're not exciting. If we do this music...
This music makes you sound like people will listen
to what you have to say.
Just tuning you out.
You guys don't excite me is the problem. So rather than just the men's room tomorrow, we are going to give up the whole radio station for the lemonade stand. The Las Primas lemonade stand.
The whole
all day tomorrow.
Nice.
Everything on KISW brought to you by the Las Primas lemonade stand. And we're going to blow it up for them. They're going to be open from 3 to 6 tomorrow. And
okay, so 3 to 6. Still 3 to 6. Still 3 to 6.
Still 3 to 6. What are we going to ask them to do? Like, hey, all right, we're going to start at 6 a.m. I want you to be out there and ready to go.
We give these 4 cousins.
According to the mom, they would be.
Yeah, I heard that.
We give these 4 cousins the entire radio station.
They get everything
it's
all day tomorrow.
It's like 5 guys, but it's 4 cousins.
Right.
You know, one do hamburgers, one does.
So no, wait. It's one thing to sound like we're being nice, right? Are we, is this going to be like the pre-recorded sponsors like Brought to you by.
Or do we have to do this?
Some of it, yeah. I would much rather. Really, I
feel like that's got to be the thing.
I think it feels better. It feels more genuine if you guys do it live.
Are we doing this exclusive? Are we taking like Country Time and all our regular sponsors off the air? All the other Lemonade competitors?
Yeah, well, we wouldn't want to have any conflicts with the
right. Okay, yeah.
So
Lemonade stand. They might be pimping Country Time. We don't know.
So,
I hope
but
so.
Also, and I think this is important for those of you that cannot make it down to the Lemonade stand that is so graciously sponsoring our entire radio.
That is amazing that these young ladies decided to do
I mean,
that.
they must be raking in the cash.
That's what I'm saying.
Let me tell you, brother, that ain't cheap.
No.
So if you can't make it down to this world-class lemonade stand that is sponsoring everything on the radio station all day tomorrow, you can virtually buy some lemonade from them by way of the Cash App if you want to just
Really?
send them a couple of bucks and let them know that not all people on this planet are garbage.
I don't even have Venmo. Ted makes fun of me for that. Like, these girls have a business set up.
So I talked to them today, and they have they set up a Cash App, and the QR code is on our website. Scan it with your phone. You can send them a couple bucks.
Get out of here
if you can't make it down,
and they'll ship you lemonade right to your house.
Shipping and handling not included.
The way they're tracking, I get the feeling that'll be next year. Like, hey, we can get it to you overnight, but it's going to cost you a little something extra.
Right.
And they got other stuff too, right?
We are in high demand. So check out
pretzels.
Yeah, go to KISW.com. The whole
Fruit
menu
cups,
is there. The whole menu is there with the
Wait, go
all
through
of
the menu
information.
again? Hang on.
You got lemonade, you got chips and pretzels, cold soda, fruit cups, popsicles, licorice, and the one I'm getting, a Go-Gurt.
Sounds to me
Let me tell you,
like
these are not stadium prices either. What's the price on that popsicle, Ted?
You get a popsicle for 50 cents.
50 cents?
well, Grace said they might be cooking cookies tonight. You don't know what you're going to get.
Actually, you'll appreciate this quote came in through the text. It says, man, these girls have a great business model. My business model in high school was selling cigarettes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Mine was marijuana.
Yeah, exactly.
Mine was porn magazines. I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
I think their head is in the river. I just cannot believe that somebody robbed them.
Yeah,
Like, come on,
it's so
man.
terrible.
Come on.
Yeah, when I saw that story, I knew that we could help out. It's a good thing.
Good idea.
It's good.
Good idea.
And it's lemonade.
Yeah.
People don't have a problem with lemonade. I've
And you
never
know
met
what?
anyone
And
who
you know
does
what?
not like
don't
lemonade.
don't make kids cry when they're trying to do something good.
Right.
That's basically the moral of the story.
I
Like,
think
the kids are the hope. They are the bright light. They are the people who smile. And
It's your
laugh.
last
So,
bet.
You know what happens?
Come on, man.
You know what happens to kids who are ruined when they're young like that? They
rob lemonade
They turn
stands.
into people like us. No, so 3 to 6 tomorrow. All of the information.
You tell
on the website.
BJ Miggs and all those
BJ
guys
Miggs
are
are
good.
on board.
They're good.
Everybody's
You tell
great.
Ryan
It's gonna be a
Castle,
ton
our
of fun.
midday guy.
Ryan Castle was
He's
he was a tough one. Maybe one of the most unexciting people I've ever talked to. By the way, also and hit the Cash App on the website. Help the kids out.
Awesome.
Hell yeah,
Good
man.
day, man. Good day. Positive Friday.
Positive Friday.
Positive
It will be
Friday.
a positive Friday.
There you go. All right. Now for all TV news all time for TV Time with Ted.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, the Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
Explosion sounded quiet today. What's going on? Come on, there it is.
Thunder.
Hit him again.
That sounds like DuPont, Washington.
Now the ceiling's on fire.
Blow it all up.
That's what they needed out of the lemonade stand. Pyro.
Oh, man.
Like Kiss.
You want a lemonade.
I got you. Las Primas lemonade stand.
You want pulp? You got it.
Go-Gurts. Oh, wait, cocaine.
Just grab a handful of chips. We don't care. Help these young girls be able to go and what's the hot store? Help them go to Hot Topic. Whatever the hell they wanted to do. If they wanted to go to what's the makeup store all the girls go to all the time? What's
Ulta? Or Sephora?
Sephora. Whatever the hell they want to do. Give them money so they can go there. So they can have a
Sephora.
good time. They do whatever.
Really, Sephora.
I don't know.
She said they were like 6,
Yeah. Oh, no, they're
13
no,
and 12.
Oh, no, well.
Yeah. Let's go to Sephora.
Whatever.
Damn, man. All right. The choices are the Jimmys.
Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon. That was not the press release I got.
Seth Meyers. I like the idea that they're 5 and 6 and they still go to a mall.
Sephora. Hell yeah. Go see Jurassic Park.
Writers.
Okay.
Or Ted Smith.
Is it Ted or is it
That's right. That it's always guys have teams and talented writers come with their monologues each and every night. It is up to you to determine, is this an actual late night joke and from whom, or could it be a The Ted Smith original?
Probably wants some poppets.
You know what? Copies are frozen on DVD.
Pinterest announced that the CEO will be stepping down. The announcement was made on an adorable throw pillow.
I was going to say, did they quilt it? Fallon.
Yeah, Fallon.
Myers.
Pinterest announced that the company's CEO will be stepping down. The announcement was made on an adorable throw pillow.
A mysterious creature like a Lord of the Rings orc with 2 sets of jaws and no eyes was found washed up on an Egyptian beach. And Netflix already has a movie in production about it starring Adam Sandler.
Beat Ted Smith. Yeah.
Yeah, that was me. That's good. I mean, he makes all their movies. The FCC has asked Apple and Google to remove TikTok from their app stores over national security concerns. Then Apple and Google saw how much money they were making off TikTok and told the FCC to go FCC themselves.
Fallon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
The FCC has asked Apple and Google to remove TikTok from their app stores over national security concerns. Then Apple and Google saw how much money they were making off TikTok and told the FCC to go FCC themselves.
Nissan is recalling more than 300,000 Pathfinders over risk of hoods flying open while people are driving.
Jesus.
Turns out Nissan was using the term Pathfinder ironically.
Writers.
Myers.
Fallon.
Nissan is recalling more than 300,000 Pathfinders over risk of the hoods flying open while people are driving. Turns out Nissan was using the term Pathfinder ironically.
New York Mayor Eric Adams announced this week.
He's crazy.
Yeah. And then apparently I wasn't paying attention when I typed this one out because I put tar puff. Tar proof. I'll read it how it should have been written out. New York Mayor Eric Adams announced this week that rat-proof trash cans will be installed around the city, transforming New York from a city full of rats to a city full of angry, starving rats.
Myers.
Fallon.
Myers.
New York Mayor Eric Adams announced this week that rat-proof trash cans will be installed around the city, transforming New York from a city full of rats to a city full of angry, starving rats.
See, tar prof is a prime example of how some slight learning disabilities work. It's all the right letters.
Just whatever order you want to put them.
Right? Rat proof. Like it's
Yeah, tar prof.
Oh, the dyslexic thing.
Right, it's like the letters are there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the letters, it's the order they're in.
Right, sometimes you can read stuff that doesn't even look correct, but it looks right in your head.
You're Hebrew.
But you better make sure to correct my spelling every time on Twitter.
I do remember
I
years
laugh
ago.
every time.
Oh, Ted thinks it's hilarious. When we were working back in Baltimore and Ted's phone screening, right? But nothing was computerized. You'd handwrite it.
Yeah.
And the one name I always knew was Bob. It was Obo. It was always OBO, but I'm like, I know it's Bob. And I was never wrong. If it said Obo, I'm like, it's Bob. I understand what's happening. It's fine.
Friends. Again, a show I watched.
Oh, I thought you were greeting us like, friends.
Friends. Countrymen. Romans? I think I got that backwards. One of the co-creator of Friends, Marta Kaufman, basically, she's admitting what everybody else saw. There's not diversity on Friends.
Okay.
I mean, towards the end of it, Aisha Taylor was on there, right?
Yes.
The comedian, right. She was on there as Joey's girlfriend at one point.
I know. Listen, I'm indifferent to Friends one way or another. It's fine. This show was about 6 friends. They happened to be white. Because you can make the argument there was not a lot of diversity on Martin. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't about diversity. It wasn't about non-diversity. It was just about these 6 people who live in the most diverse place in America, New York City, right?
Correct. I think it was more just like they live in a very diverse city. You just didn't see black people, period. Or anybody else.
Well, yeah, Puerto Rico.
Like everything,
You know what she needs to
everything
say?
was just white people. Like Seinfeld is older than that show, but there was other characters you saw from the neighborhood and everything. I mean, look, she just said, look, you know, like, yeah, that either way, she's donating $4 million to her alma mater, the Brandeis University of Massachusetts, which actually is pretty cool. They're funding a scholarship in the university's African and African American Studies Department, which is one of the oldest in the country.
I'd rather you do that than I worry about whether or not you have black people and friends. And granted, but you know what she should have said? And I wish someone would just do this. You know, Friends was on very popular shows, a lack of debris. Yeah, they was racist. That's why I wrote them.
Well, I mean, if she had said that, that would be very racist.
I mean, just to watch the response of people. Yeah, I know. That was quite intentional. Next question.
Yeah, I mean, I never really thought about it. Now I'm racked my brain. It's like, yeah, until the last season, like, yeah, there's just not a lot of characters other than just white people on that show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm saying, but like Seinfeld, you were out in the neighborhood, there was different people.
You know what I think the difference is? Jerry Seinfeld's from New York.
That's a good point.
You know,
him and Larry David, right?
They wrote the show. This is where they live.
But they still face the same criticism on that show.
Well, you know, it's going to
same.
Fine. It doesn't matter what you do. You're going to get criticism, right? So as long as it's innocent, you can do the. Sorry, man. I didn't even give it a thought.
Also, it's Friends.
It's Friends.
So the other thing I will say to this, like, I think it's great she's donating that money, but like, she co-created Friends,
right.
Like she's got to be 100 millionaire or something. Like I'm just like, all right. I think she's just saying, hey, that's my alma mater. I'll do this or that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, look, if I had that kind of money, I don't know. Somebody said, you know, Ted Smith's notoriously sexist or this or that. I'd be like, all right, well, donate $4 million to an all-guys Catholic high school. I guess that's a bad example. I'm just saying I would donate it back to DeMatha's. That's the last school I want to.
Yeah.
That would be ironic. Ted's a sexist, so he donated money to an all-guys
school. In the future, if we ever make it to space and all that stuff, the only people that survived planet Earth were from England with an English accent.
That's correct.
So, you know. It's like there's no other people in the world other than people from England that survive and go to space.
All white.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. White people from England in space.
Kara, Mike, help me out here. How do you say your last name? Delovich?
I'm going to go ahead and say you said that right, Ted.
She's super hot. I think she's remarkably attractive.
Well, I
want to do terrible things to her, and I have no idea how to say her last name.
All right. This won't shock you. She's Selena Gomez's love interest on the second season of Only Murders in the Building. And she was on a show on E, and they were asking her about kissing her, and she goes, "It was just fun." Would anyone in the world not like to kiss Selena? Just one of those things, right? Basically, she's just saying whatever. She's like, yeah, the characters are gay. I got to kiss her. Like, it's Selena Gomez. I think she's attractive. So, yeah, good time.
If I wrote that show, she'd be kissing me.
Yeah, I mean,
Selena.
It's easy to think of actresses that you like to kiss. Mm-hmm. But I tell you what, man, I'd pack one on Timberlake.
Come here.
Get in here, you
Ryan Gosling or whoever.
Gosling is a fetching man. But again, remember, he lost his genitalia. He's Ken now.
I'm going for Paul Giamatti.
Paul Giamatti?
Because no one will see you coming.
Let's see. If you stay up a little bit later tonight, you have a new episode of The Boys coming out on... well, actually, we're on the West Coast. So I'm pretty sure if you just watch it after 9 p.m., you get to watch it. That's how I watched Hero Gasm early last week. Which I shouldn't say gasm in early.
I had an early gasm.
Thank you, Chad. We appreciate it. You are listening to The Men's Room.
BECU. You've heard the name, seen the letters. But what does BECU stand for? Simply put, not-for-profit BECU stands for people. For charting your own path. For choosing what's right for members instead of what's profitable for someone else. Because they are the reason our credit union exists. So we do everything in our power to help them reach their financial goals. BECU. Power in people. All Pacific Northwest residents are eligible to join. Federally insured by NCUA.
The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill. Now, let's see what's happening in the real world.
All right, here we go. Man was left with a beanbag that whistles after a surgery gone wrong. Meanwhile, a woman wakes up and discovers a woman sleeping on her couch who did not belong. Student earns a valedictorian for high school and college in the same year, actually the same week. If you live close to Vancouver on the radio, Rage Against the Machine is all you will hear. And a Tasmanian devil screams, grunts, then steals a tourist cell phone. It's time for your headline.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's my car.
All right, our top story, we go to Ohio, where a 72-year-old man is the first to be diagnosed with a strange disorder. The man had a procedure done on his scrotum at some point that did not go as planned and left a bit of an open wound in the sensitive area.
Ooh.
which may have been the reason that he started swelling in his face and chest and also had a whistling noise emanating from his satchel.
Do you ever have a beanbag?
Yeah. Like a beanbag?
Did it ever pop on you?
No. But I was
complete mess.
I was told specifically not to jump on it like I did when I first got it because of that very reason.
But he has a whistling scrotum.
I'm assuming it's just like that, but whistling instead of the
Did you see why his scrotum was whistling? It actually ended up saving his life.
Right.
The whistling scrotum. So I guess he had whatever procedure done, and a bunch of air was trapped in his chest. And that, I don't want to say it's common, but that is something doctors are aware of, but it could prove fatal because the air can't leave your body.
Right.
Luckily for him, another surgery that had been botched left a hole in the scrotum. So the air, instead of him dying from this air being in his chest, it exited through the scrotum. But when it exited, it whistled.
You think he tunes that bad boy? Like if I shift a little bit.
Well, I told VD earlier, man, if you had two holes, you could play the bagpipes.
Drone it on. You bet. See if you can get the cord going.
But it saved his life. That's the yes, your scrotum whistles, but the sound of whistling is your life being saved.
In other news to Canada, where a local radio station seemed to have gotten a bit of a format change. While the true reasoning is still a bit unclear, the station that normally plays pop and soft rock suddenly started playing Killing in the Name Of by Rage Against the Machine on repeat for at least 24 hours, ignoring all calls to change the song.
Sadly, this is when you know that 8 people have just lost their job.
That's right.
They did.
Right.
That's
what happened. Yeah, the morning show lost a job.
Yeah.
All these. But
some speculate the
I can't
rebellious
even believe
decision
this
was either due to a coming change format or in protest the day after firing 2 popular morning jocks.
They're going to flip formats. That's
pretty much.
And it won't be rock.
No, it will
They
not.
never tip it off that way.
Nope.
Killing in the Name.
But that is it for your headlines with that, Mike Hawkins.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate it. More Men's Room up next with the Men's Room Happy Hour exclusively on the Odyssey app.
Yes, indeed, it's all true. But in the meantime, well, we be all about this bitch for 180 seconds or so. So until then, please do what you do best. And for Aletha's sake, stay beautiful.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network. Oh, man! A Double Flush production.
BECU. You've heard the name, seen the letters. But what does BECU stand for? Simply put, not-for-profit BECU stands for people. For charting your own path, for choosing what's right for members instead of what's profitable for someone else, because they are the reason our credit union exists. So we do everything in our power to help them reach their financial goals. BECU, power in people. All Pacific Northwest residents are eligible to join, federally insured by NCUA.